Hello everyone! Today I'm gonna show you how you can cook fish a little bit a different way and how you can use it in recipe with celeriac, red wine and mushroom sabayon. So let's do it! And before we start today's recipe, I wanna give you a small tip. Many people asking me nowadays how to be more creative or how can I do so many recipes every week. The biggest problem I see people to do is that they focus on how of cooking, how to do puree or sauces. But if you want to be really creative, you need to learn also why. Why do you using this technique? What will happen if you change something in the recipe that will work or not? Without understanding why you cook things like you do, you will be never creative and you stay in the mood of copying recipes of others. This is maybe a bit more difficult and slower way, but in long term, you will learn to cook much more. And if you want to take a shortcut and don't waste time with trial and error method, apply for my one-on-one online mentoring on my website chefmajk.com and I will personally help you. And now, let's start with the recipe. I have one celeriac here, so the first thing I have to do is to peel it, and I'm gonna use 1/2 for my red wine puree and the second half for my celeriac straw. You can peel it with a peeler or with a knife, as I do. I chop the celeriac to smaller dices, so it's cooking faster, but you can chop it how you like, just make sure they are similar sizes.
Your love is what I need.
Now I can transfer it inside a pot, cover it with red wine, and I'm gonna cook it slowly until the celeriac will be soft. If you want to, you can put some different herbs or spices at this time, so you get some bonus flavor. The second half of the celeriac I will slice very thin on the mandolin, and then I cut thin julienne. And the next step is to deep fry everything in the hot oil until my straw get nice and crispy.
Your love is what I need.
Leave it to cool down on the paper towel, season it with salt, and my celeriac garnish is ready. So the chips are ready, the puree is cooking, so let's start with my mushroom sabayon. And at the same time, I'm gonna prepare my vegetable for the fish. A few carrots here, so I peel them first, and then I'm gonna make some julienne slices again. So I start my thickness on mandolin, and then finish it with a knife. Vegetable trimmings I'm gonna keep in different pot, and I'm gonna use it later on for my mushroom stock. And my julienne slices I put inside the bowl. And the same thing I gonna do with the leek. So I cut it in half and then nice julienne. Take your time so your slices looks nice and presentable on the plate. And the last vegetable I want to use is onion. So I will separate the layers and then cut julienne again.
Your love is what I need.
I mix my julienne slices all together and they will be ready for my fish.
Your love is what I need.
Now I can mix my vegetable trimmings with dry mushrooms, some fresh thyme. I cover it with water and I'm gonna cook it on low heat around 30 minutes. So basically I create easy mushroom stock. At this time is my celeriac cooked enough. The red wine is reduced, so let's go to blitz it. Now you can season it with sugar and salt for your taste.
Your love is what I need. Your love is what I need.
You also gonna need a little bit of double cream to make it nice and smooth. And easy red wine celeriac puree is ready. I'm gonna transfer it inside a small pot so I can keep it hot and it will be ready for the plating. As you can see, beautiful color and super smooth. Perfect for the plating. And now, let's finally start with the fish. So I have here this beautiful halibut. So the first thing I have to do is to cut my portions. And if there's any meat on the table, my food inspector is always here. So let's give him a small piece to find out if the fish is good quality. Looks like he loves it. So let's use it. So the puree is ready. And now let's start finally with the fish. This technique is called Papillote. Or something similar like this. You know, my English is not perfect. But in general, you put some vegetable on the bottom, then the fish on the top. You can season it with salt, pepper or different spices. I also use olive oil and fresh thyme. Then you close it in the baking paper, put a little bit of wine and you bake everything together. So now I cover it with another baking paper and I close it very tight. Make sure you close it as tight as you can so all the steam stays inside. Normally you're using white wine for things like this, but I have already red wine in my puree, so I wanna stick with just one kind of wine for this recipe. I can transfer it on my baking tray and I'm gonna bake it around 180 degrees Celsius, around 20 minutes. And now it's time to finish my mushroom sabayon. The mushroom stock is cooked enough, so I strain it, season it with mustard. I leave it to cool it down a little bit and then mix it with few egg yolks.
Your love is what I need.
And now you want to cook it on bain-marie until you get nice thick sauce. And you want to end up with something like this. Now you can check the seasoning for the salt and my mushroom sabayon is ready for the plating. Few weeks ago I made these homemade pickled mushrooms, so I want to use them for this recipe as well. So I just dry them on the paper towel and they will be ready for the plating. At this time, is my halibut baked enough? So I can open the paper and let's do the plating. And the vegetable which was underneath, I'm gonna use of course for my garnish as well. I start with my red wine and celeriac puree. Then is coming my julienne vegetable steam with red wine. Nice piece of halibut on the top. I will decorate it with my celeriac straw. I put few pickled mushrooms around. For my herbs, I'm gonna use carrot tops and butterfly sorrel. And I finish the dish with my delicious mushroom sabayon.
Your love is what I need.
So what do you think, guys? Do you like it? Let me know in the comments. And if you wanna learn how you can make starter from halibut, check out this video and learn how you can make delicious halibut crudo with linseed chips, pickled daikon and lemon puree. Thank you for watching and I see you soon.